Alright, Creative Chaos here. I'm going to show you how to get some resin jewelry going. These are with pre-manufactured bezels. So you just buy them at the store. They come like this in the little package. And they're usually used for resin jewelry and or other mixed media jewelry. I'm going to show you how to cut your paper and how to get your bezel ready for pouring resin into it. And that's all this tutorial is going to be. We're not going to pour any resin, even though I have the resin sitting over there. We're not going to pour any resin during this tutorial. So, these bezels actually come with, let me grab it here. This isn't the same one, but they come with, in a package like this. I get mine from Hobby Lobby. And then they have a thing here. It's supposed to tell you the sizing of it, but some people use this as a template to cut out their paper. I mean, you can do it that way. I don't prefer that method. I prefer a method that I kind of discovered. I don't remember where I discovered it from, but I just take a little ink pad. This is acid-free ink pad. It's from the Stampabilities. You can find it in the scrapbooking or stamping aisle. And all I do is I take my bezel and I brush this on there so that you get a nice little coat. And then I take my paper, and we're going to use this side, but I'm going to stamp the back of it. So I figure out what I want on there, and then I just press it in there. I don't know if you can see that. My camera's not the best angle, but and then I have my template to use to cut it out. I don't need it to be real visible. I just need it visible enough for me to be able to cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off screen because it'd be easier for me to see. I like to use, when I'm cutting, I like to use these kind of shears, these little embroidery scissors. These ones are at $3.99 at Hancock Fabrics is where I got these ones from. I know that embroidery shears are supposed to be used for embroidery, and quite honestly, I think these are the sharpest scissors that I've gotten, and they've lasted me a really long time. So I know that you're supposed to keep certain scissors for certain types of materials, but I prefer to use these for this because it's a nice small shear, and you can really get into those edges or those corners. This might be too big, actually. It's a matter of guessing. See, like that side is just a little too much. So I'm just gonna trim that down. But after you stamp it, you want to cut right inside of the stamp mark, and that should get you the right size for your bezel. And then it's just trimming it down so that it fits good. And that should fit good. Might need just a little bit more trimming. Oh wait, just gonna move it. So that fits good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pop this out. And I should probably pop it out. I'm gonna pop it out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off my stamp marks. I just used a baby wet wipe, and just really get in there and wipe off that stamp. It comes off really easy. Then I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I use a paintbrush with Mod Podge, and some people don't, but a paintbrush works good. You just got to make sure to clean them really well. I usually soak them after I'm done using them, and the Mod Podge usually comes out then. And I'm going to use the tip of my paintbrush, and I'm really going to press it along the inside of my bezel, and I want to get every edge of my bezel. Now this one doesn't have corners, but when you have squares, you want to make sure you really get those corners. And I want to have a nice white film on the inside of my pendant so that it will stick when I put the paper in. And then I'm going to put my paper in and press it down. And sometimes a little bit of Mod Podge comes up. That's okay. Like I have a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit right there. because you're going to use that to your advantage. You're going to take a little bit more Mod Podge, and you're really going to press it into the edges, and really coat your paper with Mod Podge, because if you don't coat your paper enough, it will leak underneath. Your resin will underneath your paper, and it will cause a grease stain to appear on your completed pendant. And some people like the grease stains. I personally do not, because you can't really tell where they're gonna go when you pour them. And sometimes they look good, but other times, I mean, they don't look good in a complete pendant. So I really press it all over those edges, and then I have that. I let it dry about 15 minutes, and then I will go back through and do one more coat of Mod Podge. And then with that coat, instead of letting it dry, I will add my embellishments to that coat as it's still wet, and then I will let it dry all the way, and then pour my resin over top of it. Some of my ones that I have embellishments, like this one, it's kind of hard to see, but so it's a foil paper, and foil paper looks really great under resin. But then these little gold balls are some embellishments that I used in there, and they just sit in there, and they're cute, they're pretty. So you can use stamps or stickers. These are glitter stickers, and they're glittery, and glitter looks great under resin too. I don't use just regular glitter because it tends to float in the resin, but I like the stamps because those are really good. And then this is just a paper resin. There's nothing in there besides the paper. So you can do that with your, and this is what I was talking about as far as grease stains go. I don't know if you can see that. It's a slightly different color down here at the bottom, and there's a little on the side, but if you don't seal it, it leaks, and then you can't do anything with it. I mean, it's just, that's the way it is, and like I said, some people like that look and other people don't, and I'm one of those people that don't. So I recommend sealing your paper really well. So I hope this tutorial helps, and I hope you're able to do some really nice pieces. I would like to see them. Take care. Bye.